Hey everybody, it's Pastor Misty with the Snails Guard Hands Kingdom Ministries, and I am back with another prophetic word from the Lord. This one's urgent, evidently, so I'm going to have to make it before I can start work, which I've kind of already started, but I can't continue on until I bring this word. So, okay, so on my way to work, I don't know what I was doing even, but the Lord put it on me that I needed to pay attention or I would crash. I'd wreck. He let me know this. I can't even remember what it was, but it stuck with me, so, and I said it out loud, and then Mathen started rebuking, and I'm like, no. I said, I need to say it out loud, because Tuesday at like 10 something at night, I had a vision, but this vision was not a visual vision. It was a noise, okay? So it was a loud bang, and it wouldn't stop bothering me until I wrote it in my ministry group. That's how I know it was 10 something, but I don't remember exactly. Okay, so in my ministry group, I wrote that it was a really loud bang in my ear, like it was a firework or something. That's how I described it. And I described it this way, knowing that it was a gunshot, knowing that somebody was fixing to either, that it was a suicide or a murder, that it was going to be somebody shot. I knew that, but I didn't want to speak it because I thought, if I speak it, maybe it's going to bring it, because we speak, we got the power of life and death in our tongues. And I knew what it was, but I just didn't want to speak it. So instead of saying it was a gun going off in my ear, somebody gonna die, I said it sounded like a firework, or a bang real loud, like if you had a firework right there in your ear. Well, Monica called yesterday, which was Wednesday, and she's calling to check on Mom and stuff, where Mom's been in the hospital. Mom's out of the hospital now, praise God, y'all, and her kidneys are working. She went from kidney failure to should have been dead till she's home right now. Unexpected, but boom, God did that. Who but God? She don't have to do dialysis no more, thank God. Okay, but anyways, so Monica said something about she's trying to figure out who got shot in Utah. And I didn't think nothing of it. I don't watch the news and stuff like that. And I stay busy. I wouldn't, didn't know nothing about it. And I'm like, I don't know. All right. Fast forward a tiny bit. I'm in bed. Because I sat out in the car and did a couple videos last night that the Lord would have me do after I got home from work. Okay, so I'm at home and I'm in bed, and the Lord was like, see who got shot. Look that up, find out what day that was. Do this. So I start looking it up, and it was Charlie Kirk. I don't know who that is. But my son Michael said that he had just watched one of his videos the night before. He's a very blessed man of God, and he got shot at some kind of place that he was doing a speech or something. I don't know. He goes around talking about God here and there. I don't know what he was doing there, but it was a political thing. Anyway, that man of God got murdered. That was that bang that I heard. And it bothered me really bad because, you know, I didn't speak it because I knew what it was and I thought it was something different. But I knew that it was what it was, you know. And it bothered me so bad. And I thought, you know, if I had just said what it was instead of saying, you know, that it was sounded like a firework going off in your ear if you held it, you know, whatever, or something. But I didn't know who it was or the time or date or anything like that, y'all. Y'all, when the Lord teaches you stuff, say it. Make sure you bring what the Lord has you to, you know, what he says, and dig a little bit. The Lord is very intentional, y'all. And that's not what this video is even about, but yeah, it's just awful, y'all. I'm bothered by that. But I'm having a hard morning this morning. So I get up and I'm hurting. That's every morning. So I'm kind of slow and I'm trying to hurry because I've got to be at work at 6 o'clock and I can't be late, you know. So I'm trying to hurry and do certain things that I want to do, that I need to do, that I feel like I need to do. And I'm trying to hurry, and my son Mathan, he goes with me most of the time. It's either him or my husband, mostly Mathan, though. So I was trying to get ready, and I was messing around with the puppies a little bit. If y'all want a puppy, please. We need to get these babies homes. But I was trying to feed them and water them just a tiny bit to get them out of the way and back where they were supposed to be. And it just seemed like I wasn't going fast enough, and I was trying to tell Mathan to move or, you know, water him, do something. And it was like he wasn't listening at all. He was just standing there, and I was trying to hurry. I don't have time, you know. That's my urgency, y'all. I'm like, I don't have time for this. You've got to do this or move and let me do it. I've got to get done. I don't have time to stand there. I don't have time to wait. I just don't have time. I don't have time. Okay? So it was just, that was my mindset, trying to hurry. I can't be late. I've got to hurry up. I can't do this. I've got to hurry up. It's just an urgency. It's like he wasn't listening. It was like I talk and I wasn't being heard. And it's been like this off and on for a little bit now. It's kind of odd, y'all. I guess, maybe. But I couldn't get him to hurry up. I couldn't get him to move. I couldn't get him to pour that little tiny bit of water in there for them or get out of the way so I could do it. And there wasn't no other way around, you know. And I'm trying to hurry. I don't have time. So I'm stressing pretty bad. And I finally get that part done, and I've got to hurry up and go. So I'm like, I've got to go. I've got to get gas and everything still. And I had to get gas before I got to work because I don't know where I'm going to be going to until I know. And if I'm not going back that way, then I'm going to have to get gas somewhere else. And I want it at the cheap place. I like saving money. I ain't got time for, you know, I ain't got money to waste like so. So, I was just trying to hurry. So I'm like, I gotta go. I have to leave. I can't be late. I've still got to get gas. This is just rolling through my mind, y'all. I'm rushing. Trying to hurry. So finally he gets out there. I'm already at the car, y'all. He finally gets out there, and I thought I was going to leave him. Like, I got to go. I don't have time to wait. I don't have time to not hurry up. And then somewhere's between the house and getting gas and work, I don't even remember where it was. I think it was somewhere's around getting gas. I was still rushing, and he was looking for my card to go pay and pump, and he couldn't find it. So I had to go out and do it myself with my phone, because I don't got time, y'all. I feel so very, very rushed, and here I sit doing this video and still feeling rushed. But I'm gonna obey. This is important. This is for somebody. Okay, so that's when the Lord said something about paying attention or I would wreck. I seen it on my map, my Waze, because I pushed something to turn in fog or something. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing something with it, and I saw the little crash thing. The cars crashed, and it was highlighted to me, so that's how I knew. So I needed to pay attention, or I'm going to crash. And I know that this is for this day, because I've been in urgency all day long. Okay, so obedience is better than sacrifice. I want to go ahead and read this scripture so I can put this down. Okay, in 1 Samuel 15:22, it says, and Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Okay, and then it goes on 23. It says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king. Y'all, he sets up kings and he knocks them down. The Lord gives and he takes. Okay? So, the Lord has been trying to warn some people. He don't have me make videos for the fun of it. He don't. There's a purpose. There's a reason. These videos are very important. He says it's a soul. Not that the video is a soul, but it's for some soul. This could mean a soul, the saving of a soul, in so many different ways. Even it's for somebody. It's important. This could literally be for the saving of somebody, for the saving of their life, their soul. It's got something important in it for somebody. Each and every video that he has me make, at least one person. And if it's just for one person, then it's worth all my time and effort and whatever have you for the Lord. That obedience is key, y'all. Okay, so I know it's like I'm rambling, but I'm not. Okay, so the Lord is teaching me this morning that how it feels to not be heard. He's trying to talk to people and they're not hearing. They're not listening. It's like it's going in one ear and out the other. He's not being heard. He needs to be heard. You need to hear. You need to listen. It's important. If you don't, you could crash. Something's going to happen. You got to listen. You've got to listen. You've got to pay attention. Stop and listen and do what the Lord is telling you to do. It's important. This could be life or death. This could be something to have to do with your life. Either you listen and obey. Obedience is better than sacrifice. What's your sacrifice? What's he telling you to do? Is it that hard that you can't trust him to do what he says he's going to do, or trust that he knows best for you? You need to listen. You got to listen. It's important that you hear. And you do. It's not even just about hearing and listening. It is, but it's not. It's about doing, obeying the Lord. You got to listen. You got to focus. You've got to pay attention. You ain't got time to not. You ain't got time for this. It's up. Time is up. Either you listen or you don't. You obey or you don't. But if you don't obey, obedience is better than sacrifice. What is it that you're going to lose? What is it that's going to happen? What is so important that you're not paying attention to what God is trying to tell you? Y'all, I'll be driving at times here and there, and the Lord will tell me a deer. He'll put deer on my mind. And I know that there's going to be a deer down the road, so he'll have me slow my roll or whatever and pay attention. And then later on, I'll see a deer. And I'll know, because it don't happen all the time. Just when there's going to be a deer, then the Lord will put it on me if there's going to be any thought of something happening, I guess. I'm not sure. It might just be that he has me pay attention and he just wants me to know, so I'll know that I'm hearing his voice, because, he wants us to know him and his voice. My sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. So he'll tell you things like that, little things, just so you'll get to know his voice, which I know but like I said, he's intentional, y'all, and he's precise, and he teaches us in a way that we can understand and learn and comprehend. So he'll teach me certain things to bring you all. He'll put it on me. Even if I know. I might know and know and know that I know. But he'll teach me in a way to bring to you all so that you'll know too. But y'all, you've got to listen. It's important. Y'all, this is very important that you start paying attention. The Lord's told you to do something and you're not. He's done this for a reason. He's told you for a reason. This is so important. He's tried to tell you. He's tried to tell you. He's tried to tell you. He's tried to tell you for yourself. He's tried to tell you in different ways, maybe even. But it's something that it's not the first time that you've dismissed it. And now you're running out of time. So if you don't obey, you're going to pay. And obedience is better than sacrifice. I don't know what it is. I don't know who this is for. It's for probably a few people, honestly, for real. But I know for a fact that it's at least for one person. Every video is. At least for one. But I know this is probably for more than one. Please pay attention. Pay attention. Listen to what the Lord has to say and obey it. Don't sit around twiddling your thumbs, standing there, walking in circles. Don't rest a minute and wait. Do what he said. Or stop what you're doing that he's telling you to stop. Because if you do not obey the voice of the Lord, you're going to pay for it. And it's going to be real bad. It's going to be harsh. Y'all, if you reject the word of the Lord and then he rejects you because you rejected him, ouch. You don't know what ouch is until the Lord ouches you. He told Saul, you rejected my word, and now I've rejected you from being king. He literally took Saul's crown that he put on his head because he did not obey. You're not obeying. Whoever this is for, you are not obeying the word of the Lord. What he's told you, you're not putting your trust in him. You're not doing what he said. You're not listening. You're not listening and paying attention. You're not obeying. You're not being pleasing to him. You're just not. And you need to desperately. This is the last chance, I'm afraid. And I don't know if it's your life, as in the air that you breathe being took, like literally your physical life on this earth, or if it's your life as a drastic change in your life that causes everything to be turned upside down and hurt really, really bad. Y'all, the Lord gives and he takes. You got to trust him with everything. He knows what's best. And if he tells you don't do this thing over here, and you feel like you need to do it anyway, you feel like if you don't do this, you're not going to make it. You'll not make it if you don't do this thing over here. But God's told you no. He says when you obey and you don't do this over here, and it's gone, and you've got a made up mind, I'm going to bless you over here a lot more than what you got over here that you're doing, that you think you have to do, that I've told you no. When you let that go and you trust me, when you cling to me instead of clinging to this thing that I've told you no, that I'll bless you. But if you don't, child, he chastises those that he loves. And if he doesn't, then they're not of him. He's a good, good father. But you don't want to be spanked. You don't want Daddy God to whoop your honey doo-dah. Because it's going to hurt. This is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's bad. It's going to be real bad. You got to pay attention. You're going to crash if you don't. And this is urgent. This is this day, y'all. This is now. This is soon. This is a Rema word. This is, you got to listen now. You got to hurry up. You ain't got time. You ain't got time to keep going on like you're doing. Whatever this is that you are doing, you do not have time to continue doing what you're doing that the Lord has continuously told you and tried to warn you and talk to you about, and you dismissing him. He feels like he ain't being heard. You're about to be knocked down, child. Y'all, I cannot stress this enough. His word does not come back to him void. Whoever this is for, you'll see it soon. One way or the other. If you obey, you'll be blessed. And you'll see the blessing. And you'll know that you know that you know that Daddy God has blessed you abundantly because of your obedience. Because you listened. You pleased him. and you listened and you obeyed, and He will bless you for it abundantly. You'll know without doubt. But if you don't listen, if you don't obey, if you don't do this thing that He's told you to do so many times, that He's put on you, if you don't stop making excuses so you can do this thing that He's told you not to do, and dismissing His voice like He didn't say nothing, like literally, it's what you're doing. He's saying, child, this, come on. And it's just like you're sitting there like, duh. And you keep doing what you're doing. He gonna whoop you. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn the hard way. This is gonna be a real hard hit. It's gonna be a real hard hit. Boom. It's going to make, He's about to knock the taste out of somebody's mouth and make it fall down to the road. It's going to hit, and everybody going to hear it hit, y'all. This is serious, and it's real bad. And this is a warning. And I had to bring this because obedience is better than sacrifice. And I don't want it whooped. It hurts. Y'all, if this is for you, you probably already know it. And if you're going to obey, then you'll step up and do the right thing, and you'll repent, and you'll listen to God. Or you won't, and it'll hit you like a ton of bricks, and you'll wish that you had of, and it'll be like a taste of hell. It'll be, I could have done this, I should have done this, but I didn't. I could have done this, I should have done this, but I didn't. I could have done this, I should have done this, but I didn't. Y'all, I hope you listen, because obedience is better than sacrifice. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And even more than that, Daddy God and Jesus, they love you all so very much that they're sending this warning again. Again. But you better take heed now, or He's going to give you what you want, what you're working so hard for. You working hard to please Him, or are you working hard to do what you will, for your will to be done? What are you working hard for? Everybody working hard for something. He may have me bring that word last night. Everybody working hard for something. Everybody. Y'all, if you ain't listening to that word, you might want to listen to it too. All right, y'all. Until next time, stay humble and stay blessed.